Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Philadelphia Eagles. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Lance now on first down.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing now is Lance.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From midfield, here's Lance.
He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Again, it's Lance.
Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing Jones. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for Philly. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
On 4th down, Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Dalvin Cook.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Washington 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A give. This is Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Philly.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 14. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. And a Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken right around the 44. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Flushed out right. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
The Lance going to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Here's Jones on first down. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Lance now on first down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, Lance.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Harris. Touchdown!
Jacob Harris.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Third and long, they'll look to throw. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
On play action, Lance.
He's going to air one out. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will extend this big lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. "14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on second and long. Jones. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
A final shot before break. Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Flush to his right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shot.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll flip this out to Evans. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassini, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And Washington able to capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Lance looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jacob Harris with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain on the play there, second down. Cook on the toss left. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Bud Dupree in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the gun, it's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Second down and goal. Lance to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fields this way up at the 17, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Jones throw complete here to Kmet.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia.
Cole Kmet,
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
and the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsey? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he's got his target, Harris. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Lance looks to throw again.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Jones now on 1st and 10.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.